You sure know how to twist someone's arm. It's a deal. I will go with you on your trip. The name's Tama, by the way. But don't get too familiar.
I turned to you as a last resort, after my father left no stone unturned to impede my journey.
I will accept your departure and pilgrimage, on the condition you find someone in town to accompany you.
Those were the words that brought me to you. It does not take a sage to realize that if my father was talking in those terms, it was because he knew it was impossible for me to achieve this. He already convinced everyone to not lend me a hand. It would not be hard for him to do by means of his influence. But he did not even consider you. A foreign rogue, a thief, who tried to steal the most sacred relic in our temple. The reason you ended up imprisoned in that cell. And I am glad about that. That made you, in practice, one more of the town's inhabitants. You would be able to leave prison, and I would be given permission to leave town and begin my journey to know the lands beyond the mountains. As payment for accompanying and providing me protection on the journey, you will receive something more valuable than the relic you tried to steal, once we have returned. Those were the words that ended up convincing you.
Something more valuable? Are you sure you can offer me something like that?
You inquire.
I never lie, I answered.
Never had I imagined that, as a result of that deal, I would have the chance of meeting someone like you. Someone who taught me more than any pilgrimage could, who gave me something more precious than any treasure in the world. Who made me look into the world through different eyes. Eyes filled with bravery. The eyes in which I wanted to see myself reflected once more. I will save you.
You do better to take your clothes off. This is going to get sweaty.
What are you saying? Do you want me to undress here in the middle of nowhere?
You don't need to get naked, idiot. Leave your underwear on. If you keep your clothes on, you're going to stink later. And why do you care anyway? No one's going to see us.
The life you had led had given you an athletic physique. Slender, but strong and toned muscles. It was precisely one of the reasons I did not want to get naked in front of you. So you would not glance at my body, so feeble in comparison to yours. How embarrassing!
Here, take this.
Your sword?
If you want to learn how to fight with a sword, it's best that you use a real one. That way you'll grow accustomed to its weight and balance.
And what about you?
I will do fine with this stick. More than enough to practice against a novice.
What if I hurt you? Would it not be better if I used a branch too?
No weapon cuts in the hands of a coward. Fighting against you, it may as well be a sword-shaped twig. You'd be lucky to touch me. On guard!
That was the first time you showed me how to fight with a sword. Ever since that encounter with the monster, I felt utterly useless and helpless, and asked you to teach me how to defend myself in case something like that were to happen again. Reluctantly, you accepted. Although now that you were in the heat of the moment, you seemed to be having a great time. Your idea of teaching me to battle was to ram against me over and over with your makeshift sword, whilst I did my best to evade those blows using your heavy gladius. When it seemed there was an opening, I tried to charge, without success.
since you simply parried my attack like someone who shoos flies away. After blocking one of my attacks, you always dealt a graceful blow, only to destabilize me. Almost kindly, they didn't even hurt. But it was frustrating. We kept practicing for almost 2 hours. I'm feeling like a failure for not being able to hit you even once. I could not go on.
That's it? You're already tired? You've got no endurance at all.
I was exhausted. Only lifting and brandishing that chunk of steel was enough exercise for me. But how can you move so nimbly?
Years of practice fighting against bastards. Besides, my father taught me how to handle the sword when I was a child. He was the town's blacksmith and had to test his weapons with somebody.
It is mesmerizing how you can wield this heavy blade as if it were nothing. You've been able to deflect all my blows with a simple branch.
It's no big deal, you've just never fought in your life. You have to lose the fear of hurting the other person. You never even tried to hit me for real.
But how do you expect me to really attack you? This was meant to be practice.
You're the one who asked me to teach you to fight. It's your job to discover that for yourself. Hey, don't worry. We all have to learn. You should know it better than anyone. Maybe if those sages who taught you how to dance had given you fencing lessons instead, we would be singing a different tune. But that's enough for today. We'll keep practicing from time to time. And who knows? Perhaps eventually you'll be able to give me a scratch.
What is this? will be useful. Lucky! Let me heal you! What is this? Useful. just this?
I will protect you.
still be useful. What is this? It was the first day of the pilgrimage. Nobody came to bid me farewell, except for one of the temple's priestesses, who handed over a bag of coins to finance our journey. Not even Father deigned to attend. But that did not stop me. We departed early with the first light of dawn. Just you and me on the way to Ethan, the first city on our itinerary. This was the first time I left Euda. A whole world before my eyes, a world that I only knew through books. I would finally be able to experience in my own skin all those words I had read. I had never before been able to observe nature around me so closely. I had to take notes. Along the way, I did not cease in my determination to observe the different animals and plants I spotted. You were always walking in front of me, several feet away, impatient. But I could not help it. That is how I spent the whole day. I was engrossed looking at some plants when I heard a noise behind me. As I turned, I saw it. A huge beast with gigantic fangs. The beast braced itself and lunged forward to ram me, and I could not do anything but run and call for help. Ah! Help me!
What's taking you so long now? Get your ass down here already! We're never going to get to Ethan if you keep stopping to smell the roses.
Someone! Please help! A monster! I noticed how something brushed my hair, and then again, and then a great weight fell behind me. I turned around, and there was the beast, lying on the ground, dead. And stuck in its head 2 arrows resulting from 2 well-aimed shots.
This, lady smartass, is no monster. It's just a wild boar.
It is humongous. This is the first time I've seen one, well alive.
Good grief.
You killed it.
And? Didn't you want me to protect you? There was a wild animal running after you, and you were screaming like crazy. What did you want me to do? Give it a kiss?
You did not even hesitate. And you could have hit me with those arrows! That was reckless!
Well, excuse me, princess. I didn't hit you, did I? So don't complain. Look, we made a deal. I protect you during this journey, and you pay me when we get back. And if you want me to protect you, I have to kill animals and do even worse things. Do you understand?
I am just so sorry that the boar had to die because of me. I must have startled it.
Don't cry for our dinner. It's starting to get dark. We should camp here.
Camp?
What did you expect? That we would get to Ethan this very day and sleep in a warm, fluffy bed? Of course not. Not with you stopping constantly. Come on, stop standing there like a royal dimwit and help me carry this thing.